Hey, this is Antonio, and welcome back to my channel, and we're gonna have some fighting words. So I wanted in this video to talk about the Floyd Mayweather versus Logan Paul fiasco event. I don't even know what to call that. So they do the press conference, and first of all, if you're trying to sell a fight, I mean, granted, everybody, they're using the word exhibition because Tyson and Roy Jones used it. But if you're going to sell a fight, you probably shouldn't start off, and I'm talking about Floyd, you probably shouldn't start off by talking about how he doesn't have a chance and he's not a real fighter and he's too small for me. This is just going to be a weird looking, you know what this reminded me of? The first thing that I thought of was WWE. Because the first thing you notice is the size difference. Logan Paul is like 6'2". Floyd Mayweather is like 5'8". Secondly, just the weight difference. Logan Paul easily is 200 pounds. Floyd Mayweather used to struggle making 154 pounds. So when you see this, it's just like, okay, I know what this is gonna be. It's a little weird. It's definitely weird. Let me just skip through all that happened there, and let's just jump right to the Floyd Mayweather versus Jake Paul. Now, I personally believe that this whole little thing was staged. One of the reasons why I believe it was staged is because they're trying to just continue to grow the buzz for this exhibition. One thing I didn't like, let me just say this first, because it has to be said, because Floyd has a history of doing this. Whenever there's a big fight coming up, especially if it's Canelo, Floyd loves to try to take the light from Canelo. He's been doing it for some time, and he's like, you retired. You're no longer a prize fighter. But yet, he still wants the limelight of a prize fighter. And of all the times, why would you try to take it from Canelo? Why would you try to take it this weekend? Why would you do this during the week? And then, stage this whole little event. It never fails. It's a classic Floyd Mayweather move. He's stingy with his clout. Well, with the clout, he's stingy with the attention of the media, and he still wants to be king of something that he retired from. And in all fairness, it's not as if he's going to come back and fight competitively. So I don't know why he's trying to take the clout from Canelo. That was a sidebar. I just had to say that because it's very obvious, and I'm not the only one who's thinking or saying these things. Let's just jump to Floyd and Jake Paul. So Floyd is saying, I can beat both of you in one day, which I believe he can. But again, if you're trying to sell the fight, we need something compelling to make us believe that we should watch this. So he can't say that Logan Paul is a tough competitor and it's a possibility that he can win. One, he used that ammo against us when he fought Conor McGregor. You can't use it again. It's not going to be believable or anything like that. At least Conor was a real fighter. Conor is a real fighter, I'm sorry. Logan Paul is not. He's a YouTuber, and he just came into the sport. He's only been boxing for like 3 years solidly. So let's get real. Now, let's just talk about what happens with Jake Paul when he gets in it on Floyd's face. So he's saying, well, let's make a side fight happen. Go ask Al Heyman, whatever. That doesn't really rattle Floyd. Floyd has been called worse. Floyd went to Manchester when he was fighting Ricky Hatton, and the whole country gave him that middle finger and was cursing him out. He could care less, laughed at him, and gave the finger back. So that same person, you mean to tell me, Jake Paul pulls your hat and you get so mad, so infuriated that you're saying, I'm going to kill you? It's not that serious. I get it. You're just trying to build up a buzz. I get it. You're just trying to make us as consumers and as viewers believe there's a reason to watch this now because there's some animosity and there's some bad blood. If you're going to use that ploy to try to lure us in, you need to use something else. Not somebody grabbing your hat and running off with it. That's not worth you screaming, I'm going to kill you. That is not worth you telling your security to jump him in a hallway. And then on top of that, once they do it, these are 300-pound dudes. You mean to tell me they can't even properly lump up Jake Paul? Jake had like a half a little bruise under his eye and a half a swollen lip off of 4 or 5 guys that were all 300 pounds jumping on him. Are you kidding? And not to mention the pound for pound best fighter ever attacking him. And that's all he got, which only proves to me that this must be staged. Because you can get 3 small guys to do a lot more damage than that. These are 300-pound guys. And that's all they did to him? It's a joke. Even Jake was still laughing in the end. It's a joke. I get it. You want to lure us in, and we're like, oh, what's going to happen? Floyd's not going to respect the rules of the exhibition, so he's probably going to really attack him and really try to hurt him. It's Floyd. He was probably going to do that anyway. Like, in all fairness, he was probably going to do that anyway. So it's not like this is what's going to make him do it. Now he's mad at Logan Paul because Jake Paul grabbed his hat and ran away with it. It's not that serious. It didn't work on me. I will watch the fight, but I'll watch it on YouTube. I will not be paying for this. I'm not doing that. He got us with Conor McGregor. He got us in Japan. Now he's going to get us again with a YouTuber. Do not be fooled, and let's give Canelo and Billy Joe Saunders their proper respect by honoring what they're doing this weekend and not be focused on this fiasco of the stolen hat with Jake Paul and Floyd Mayweather. But you tell me what you think down below. As always, like and subscribe.